So, hello everybody. Today we're going to do another unboxing. This time we're going to unbox the Crans of Tarkir Fat Pack. It is from 2014, so we're taking a step back in time. And it's not a deck builders game or deck builders toolkit. Sorry, deck builders game. It's not a deck builders toolkit. So the makeup of the set is slightly different. When we look at it, it's just the middle part. These are just additional things you could possibly get. They're explaining what booster packs are and intro packs. So what can we expect? We can expect 9 booster packs from Crans of Tarkir, 2 deck boxes, lands, and a die. And a storage box. We'll see what the quality of that one is. This one was I wonder, was this made in the United States or was this actually printed in Belgium? Can't find it, but we'll see. So let's open this. Okay, so first we get a player's guide for Crans of Tarkir, a very nice, and it's already also punched, so you can actually put it in here. It tells you about the clans of Tarkir, so because basically the clans are made up of different color affinities. So you've got 5 clans, and you've got and they have now different blocks of colors that they have put together. The ruthlessness is black, green, blue. I would have actually expected that to have red in there. Black, red, white is speed. Green, blue, red is savagery. Blue, red, white is cunning. And white, black, green is endurance. And then the different banners. So I really like this because I don't know very much about Tarkir at all. But they have really outdone themselves. This is a beautiful piece of work, really, with all of the cards as well. Okay, so this is something that I didn't expect when I read Player's Guide. I didn't expect it to be this nice. So this is all of the cards, which I really like. Okay, and it also gives you a list with commons, uncommons and stuff. So basically, we're taking a step back from 2019. We did the Ravnica one yesterday, which I didn't like. It was a step down. If you remember, this one was a step down in quality. So Crans of Tarkir is already looking up for me. So let's open this. Okay. Okay, so we will unfold this because like in the other one that we saw, there is art in here, which I want to see. And this is the box. It's a sturdy box like the boxes that we saw in the bundles for Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow. Okay, and here we have the core of it. So these are the deck builders, the deck boxes, which you can fold up and then build. We've got the packs. So we've got 2, 4, 5, 9 packs. And then we've got an oversized die and we've got the lands. So, and we've got a really sturdy box with really lovely artwork. So let's open the lands first, because as you know, I'm a land collector. So we start off with an island, which I haven't seen in this form at all. Swamp, It's a building in a swamp, mountain, and forest, plain, another island, another swamp, another mountain, and another forest, and another plain, and another basic land island, and another swamp, and another mountain, and another forest. Okay, so we're getting somewhere because this is now the fourth different version. And I think now we're seeing repeats. So let's see, we've got a plain, it's a desert, plain steppe with Table Mountain in the background, steppe with mountains in the background, and a desert citadel type of thing. So we've got 4 different plains. Let's take a look at the forests. Oasis with city wall. Ruins with forest, or forest with ruins. Northern European forest. Slightly gloomy. And more of the same, but a different forest again. Mountain. Fiery mountain. Mountain citadels. And very deserty mountain. Then we've got a swamp with a dying, or well, actually dead animal carcass. Huge animal carcass. Probably one of the dragons that they've hunted to extinction. Over swamped, so to speak, ruins somewhere. And then very gloomy swamp, Northern Europe. And partially encroaching swamp. Interesting island with, that's a glacier island, I would say. That is kind of like an island somewhere in a rainforest. And then we've got very gloomy northern island. So really like these. So we've got a lot of lands which are again unique. Let's see if there is anything else in here. So now it repeats, which is fine. Let's just check that there are no multicolored multicolored lands hidden in here somewhere. No, okay, very nice. Something nice for the collection as well. So let's take a look at the. Okay, so that's a D20 with the 20 looking like this. So it is slightly smaller, or a lot smaller than the more recent ones. This is the one from Crimson Vow, but very serviceable, very easy to read, and decently sized, very nice. So let's take a look at the actual packs. So we're going to sort them by picture. Okay, so there are 4 different versions of it. And there's the Magic the Gathering rules reference card. It basically explains how to play the game. We're gonna start with this over here. Not that the image on the booster says anything about the contents. It's just okay, we start off with one of my most favorite blue cards, Cancel. Counter target spell. Can't be countered, you can't do anything about it. I pay 1 and 2 blue, bam. Even the greatest inferno begins as a spark, and anyone can snuff out a spark. Chanyi, Mistfire Sage. Swift kick. Instant. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. It fights target creature you don't control. Shintan sensed the malice in his opponent, but he did not strike until the orc's muscles tensed in preparation to throw the first punch. This is going to go into our East Asian block. A cube. Rush of battle. Sorcery. Creatures you control get +1. Creatures you control get +1/+2 until the end of turn. Warrior creatures you control gain lifelink until the end of turn. The Mardu charge reflects the dragon's speed and its hunger. Again, something for our East Asian cube. Weave Fate. I want to say we've seen this before. Draw 2 cards. It's a blue card, so it's what they normally do. They either block and negate stuff. Rite of the Serpent. I love the imagery on this one. Destroy target creature. If that creature had a +1/+1 counter on it, put a 1/1 green snake creature token onto the battlefield. From your death, new life. From your loss, our profit. Kirada, Kasi Overseer. Dragon Scale Boon. We've seen this card before. Throttle. Instant. Target creature gets -4/-4 until the end of turn. The best servants are made from those who died without a scratch. Sidisi, Khan of the Sultai. Ponyback Brigade, Goblin Warrior. When Ponyback Brigade enters the battlefield or is turned face up, put 3/1/1 red goblin creature tokens onto the battlefield. You can morph it. You may cast this card face down as a 2/2 creature for 3 instead of the 3 +1 red, +1 black, +1 white. And then if you want to morph it, you have to pay 2 +1 red, +1 black, +1 white. Scout the borders. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature or land card from among them into the hand, put the rest into your graveyard. I am in my element, the element of surprise. Morgai, Sultai Scout. Jeskai Banner. It's an artifact and it adds blue, red, or white mana to your mana pool. You can sacrifice it and pay 1 red, 1 blue, 1 white, and draw a card. Burn Away. Instant. Burn Away deals 6 damage to target creature. Wow. When that creature dies this turn, exile all cards from its controller's graveyard. Whoop. Your corruption will burn, Serpent, until there is nothing left to defile. Asmala, Bloodfire Mystic. That's also a Serpent. Become Immense. Instant. Delve. Each card you exile from your graveyard while casting the spell pays for 1 of the neutral mana. Target creature gets +6/+6. Despise. Sorcery. Target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose a creature or planeswalker card from it. That player discards that card. You have returned from fire, traitor. This time I will see you leave as ashes. Dune Blast. Very expensive one for 4 +1 white, +1 black, +1 green. And again reflecting that in the Tarkir expansion you would play with 3 colors. Choose up to 1 creature, destroy the rest. Okay. But you could also choose not to choose one and just kill all of them. Basic land, plains, and a zombie token. Very powerful. Very powerful card. Well, expensive too, but very powerful. Glacial Stalker. 5 and 1. Blue. Morph for 4. And 1 blue. It's a 4/5 creature elemental. Looks amazing. Have you spent a winter high in the mountains where the ice walks and speaks to the wind? It is not a place for those who have not learned respect. Shatter. Destroy target artifact. The ogre's mind snapped. The bow was next. The archer followed quickly after. Like the flavor text. Bitter revelation, sorcery. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put 2 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You lose 2 life. Here you lie then, Ugin. The corpses of worlds will join you in the tomb. So Ugin is an ancient dragon, and it's spoken by Sorin Markov, who is a vampire planeswalker from Innistrad. Sagu Archer, Naga Archer. Reach. His arrows whistle like a serpent's hiss, and he's also got the morph ability. Embodiment of spring. Creature elemental, again from the north. Ice. You can play it for 1 blue, and it's a 0/3, but if you spend 1 + 1 green and you tap it, sacrifice Embodiment of Spring, search your library for a basic land card, put it into onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. Arel dreamed of winter's end. The next morning she followed a strange trail and found a seedling in the snow. It's very poetic. Dismal Backwater. It's a blue or black land, so we put it to the side. Tormenting Voice, sorcery. 1 and red. As an additional cost to cast Tormenting Voice, discard a card, draw 2 cards. Oh, and by the way, these cards feel very different from the ones that we opened yesterday. This is better quality. Unwelcome thoughts crowd my mind. Are they my own madness or the whispers of another? Efreet Weapon Master. Ivy, what are you doing? First strike. You can also morph him for 3. And when he enters the battlefield or is turned face up, another target creature you control gets +3/+0. War Behemoth. 5/1 morph for 3/6. The house always hopes for peace. The houses always hope for peace, but we always pack for war. Good point. Bloodfell Caves, beautiful imagery, and again it's a land, red or black. Briber's Purse enters the battlefield with X gem counters on it, where X is the cost that you paid. For 1 and tapping, remove a gem counter from Briber's Curse. Target creature can't attack or block this turn. Very nice. Quiet Contemplation, enchantment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may pay 1. If you do, tap target creature an opponent controls, and it doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may pay 1. If you do, tap a target creature an opponent controls, and it doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Okay. Sultai Soothsayer, another snake, serpent, Naga Shaman. When he enters the battlefield, he's not exactly cheap. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put 1 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. The Naga of the Sultai brood made deals with dark forces to keep their power. Meandering Tower Shell, turtle, 3/2/2. Island Walk. This creature can't be blocked as long as defending player controls an island. This creature can't be blocked. Okay, so basically it'll just walk all over the island. And whenever it attacks you, it gets exiled. Return it to the battlefield under your control, tapped and attacking at the beginning of the declare attacker step on your next turn. Okay. And we get a warrior creature token. Mardu War Shrieker, Orc Shaman, it's 3/1 red, raid. When Mardu War Shrieker enters the battlefield, if you attacked with a creature this turn, add Ooh, add a red and a white and a black to your mana pool. Okay, you would do it in your second main phase. You would play this, and then what you would be able to do is you would be able to play other things in the second main phase with these additional mana. That's really powerful. No body can contain so much fury. It reminds me of another battle long past, Sachenwall. Defiant Strike. Target creature gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. You draw a card. Stand where the whole battle can see you. Strike so they'll never forget. Anavenza, Khan of the Abzan. Crippling Chill. Instant. Tap target creature. It doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Draw a card. In the silence of the ice, even dreams become still. Another Rite of the Serpent. We've seen it before. Dragon Scale Boon. We've seen it before. Efreet Weapon Master, again, War Behemoth as well, Bloodfell Caves, we've seen it before, goes over here. Mystic of the Hidden Way, Creature Human Monk. Mystic of the Hidden Way can't be blocked. You can morph him. There are no obstacles, only different paths. Okay, it goes into our Summit Prowler, Creature, Yeti. Do you hunt the Yetis of the High Peaks Stripling? They're as fierce as the bear that fears no foe, and as sly as the mink that creeps unseen. You will be as much prey as they. Nitula, the hunt caller. For 2 and 2 reds, this one comes in at 4/3. Yeah. Stubborn Denial. Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1 mana of any kind. Ferocious. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, counter that spell instead. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, counter that spell instead. So does it mean if I have no creature of power or 4 or greater, they can buy themselves out of me countering the spell for 1. And if I have a power 4 or greater creature in play, they cannot counter it. That's how I would play it. Jeskai Charm. Choose 1. Put target creature on top of its owner's library. Jeskai Charm deals 4 damage to target opponent. Creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains lifelink. Creatures you control, all of them, and gain lifelink. And it's blue, red, white. Sultai Charm. Choose 1. Destroy target monocolored creature. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Draw 2 cards and discard a card. Siege Rhino. When Siege Rhino enters the battlefield, each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. This is a card that I know from people talking about it and saying it was actually that somebody put in 4 of these into their decks and always walked all over everybody. And another land and no token. This goes over here. So that was 3. So now we're going to open this guy. He looks like some kind of, I don't know, reptile. Mardu War Shrieker, we saw him before. Erase. It's very simple. Exile target enchantment. Awaken the Bear. It's an instant. Target creature gets +3/+3. Oh, sorry, I forgot to read the flavor of text. Truth is hard enough to see, let alone understand. We must remove all distractions to find clarity. Zogye, Wandering Sage. It gains trample as well. When Temur warriors enter the battle trance known as Awakening the Bear, they lose all sense of enemy or friend, seeing only threats to the wilderness. Sorry, not the wilderness. Bitter Revelation, we've seen it before. Summit Prowler as well. Rugged Highlands, we know this one from other sets. Kill Shot, instant. Destroy target attacking creature. Mardu archers are trained in Dakla, the way of the bow. They never miss their target, no matter how small, how fast, or how far away. Sultai banner, artifact. You tick it, you tap it, and you get mana. A lot like what we saw in Ravnica with the seals or rings, whatever they were. Force away. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Ferocious. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Where an enemy once rode, not even a whisper remains. Wind-scarred crag, red or white. Abzan Battle Priest, human cleric. 3 and white. Outlast white. So you put a white and you tap it. You pay a white and you tap it, and then you put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Outlast only as a sorcery. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 in counter on it has lifelink. Okay, so I pay 3 and 1 white to play it. I can then pay another and tap it. And put a 1/1 counter on this creature. And generally speaking, when this guy is in play, each creature I control with a +1/+1 counter has lifelink. So basically on my next turn when I untap him, I could use him for lifelink as well. Monastery Swift Spear, human monk, haste, prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. The calligraphy of combat is written with strokes of sudden blood. Murderous Cut. Instant. Delve. Each card you exile from your graveyard while casting the spell pays for 1. Destroy target creature. The blades of a Sultai assassin stab like the fangs of a dragon. And a forest. And a morph creature. You can cover a face-down creature with this reminder card. A card with morph can be turned face up any time for its morph cost. Okay. Rush of Battle, we've seen it before. We Fate, we've seen it before. Trumpet Beast, we've also seen it before. Salt Road Patrol. Creature, Human Scout. Soldiers win battles, but supplies win wars. Kadri Abzan Caravan Master. 3 and 1 white, but you can also do Outlast. So you pay 1 and 1 white in this case. You tap it, you put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Outlast only as a sorcery. 2/5, so then it would be a 3/6. We've got the Awaken the Bear, Bitter Revelation, Longshot Squad, creature, Hound Archer, 3 and 1 green, Outlast 1 and 1 green, and it gets a +1/+1. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter has Reach. Swiftwater Cliffs, Multicolored Land, Throttle, we've seen before. Scout the Borders, we've seen before. Timely Horde Mate. I don't think we've seen this before. It's a creature, human warrior. Raid. It's a 3/1, white, 3/2. When Timely Horde Mate enters the battlefield, if you attacked with a creature this turn, return target creature card with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Very nice card. War Name Aspirant. Human warrior. 1 and 1 red. Raid, Warname Aspirant enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it if you attacked with a creature this turn. Warname Aspirant can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. No battle means more to a Mardu warrior than the one that earns her warname. Raider's Spoils. It's an enchantment. Creatures you control get +1/+0. Whenever a warrior you control deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 1 life. If you do, draw a card. To conquer is to eat. Necropolis Fiend. Creature Demon. Delve. Each card you exile from your graveyard while casting the spell pays for 1. It's 7/2/2. It's flying. And you can pay X and tap it and exile X cards from your graveyard. Target creature gets -X until the end of turn. And this one goes for 4/5. That's a super efficient card. Mardu Horde Chief for 2 and 1. Raid. When he enters the battlefield, if you attack with a creature this turn, put a 1/1 white warrior creature token onto the battlefield. The Horde grows with each assault. Glacial Stalker, we've seen him before. Shatter, seen it before. Awaken the Bear. Rugged Highlands. Killshot as well. Sultai Banner. Seen it as well. Force Away, we've seen it as well. Wind Scarred Crag. Mare Ek Nightblade and Orc. Oh, so these are orcs. They're not reptiles, they're orcs. Orc Assassin. 3 and 1 black. Outlast black. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Outlast only as a sorcery. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 has Death Touch. Death Frenzy. All creatures get -2/-2 until the end of turn. It's a sorcery. Whenever a creature dies this turn, you gain 1 life. The crocodile's putrid jaws swallow everything but the screams. Timor Charger. It's a horse. Cute. 1 green. Morph. Reveal a green card in your hand. You may cast this card face down as a 2/2 creature for 3. Turn it face up anytime for its morph cost. Oh, my morph cost is simply I pay 1 green. I show 1 green. When Timor Charger is turned face up, target creature gains trample until the end of turn. Bloodstained Mire. Pay 1 life, sacrifice Bloodstained Mire. Search your library for a swamp or mountain card and put it into the battlefield. Then shuffle your library. Where dragon once triumphed, their bones now molder. And Mare Ek Nightblade as a foil. So now we get to the East Asian themed pack, and we're going to start with the lady. We Fate, I've seen it before. Bloodfire Expert. It's an Efreet Monk. Prowess. 2/1 red. Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Some Efreet abandon their homes in the volcanic fire rim to embrace the Jeskai way and discipline their innate flames. Smite the monstrous! And there goes the mammoth. That's why they're extinct. 3 white. Instant destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. The dragons thought they were too strong to be tamed, too large to fall. And where are they now? Hibat the revered. Feed the clan. You gain 5 life. Ferocious. You gain 10 life instead of 4. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater. The Timor believe 3 things only are needed in life: a hot fire, a full belly, and a strong companion. Debilitating Injury. Enchantment. Aura. 1 and 1 black. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -2/-2. If weakness does not exist within the Timor, then we shall force it upon them. Timor Banner. It gives you a green, blue, or red mana pool. Savagery to survive, courage to triumph. Force Away, we've seen this before. Bring Low. Not Bring Low. Bring Low deals 3 damage to target creature. If a creature has a +1/+1 counter on it, Bring Low deals 5 damage to it instead. People are often humbled by the elements, but the elements too can be humbled. Suraj Khan of the Timor. Rugged Highlands. Jeskai's Student. Creature Human Monk. Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Discipline is the first pillar of the Jeskai way. Each member of the clan trains in a weapon, perfecting its use over a lifetime. Arc Lightning, seen this before. Pine Walker, 3 and 2 green for a 5/5 creature elemental. Can be morphed, and whenever Pine Walker or another creature you control is turned face up, untap that creature. High Spire Mantis. Ooh, we don't want to meet her. Creature, insect, flying, trample. Its wings produce a high-pitched, barely audible whirring sound in flight. Only Jeskai Masters are quiet enough to hear one coming. It's going to go into our cube. Blood-soaked champion. They can't block. They are 2/1 and they only cost 1. Raid, return blood-soaked champion from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate this ability only if you attacked with a creature this turn. Death is merely another foe that Mardu will overcome. And we've got another morph token. It's really good. And we take the gentleman this time round. We Fate, Bloodfire Expert, Rotting Mastodon, Zombie Elephant for 4 and 1 black for 2/8. Ooh, 2/8. Mastodons became extinct long ago, but foul forces of the Gurmak swamp sometimes animate their decaying remains. The Sultai happily exploit such creatures, but consider them inferior to their own necromantic creations. Smoke Teller. Creature, human shaman. Look at target face down creature. Okay, yeah, because you're playing against somebody who has morph, so you could see your enemies from 1,000 sides, then you will find 1,000 ways to kill them. Act of treason. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until the end of turn. The Sultai take our dead, so we shall take their living. Ifrit Weapon Master. Siegecraft. It's an enchantment aura. Enchanted creature gets +2/+4. They thought their fortress impregnable until we marched up with ours and blocked out the sun. Golran, Dragon Scale Captain. Thornwood Falls. Blue or green. Jeskai Wind Scout. Bird Scout. Flying Prowess. They range from Sage Eye Stronghold to the farthest reaches of Tarkir. Abzan Banner. It's an artifact. Swarm of Bloodflies. Free creature, insect, flying for 1 black. Flying swarm of Bloodflies enters the battlefield with 2/1/1 counters on it. Whenever another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on swarm Bloodflies. It's a 0/0 as it comes in, but then it has a 2 +1/+1/+1/+1. In the Gudul Delta, Bloodfly bites are indistinguishable from spear wounds. Water Whirl. Return up to 2 target creatures to their owner's hands. Be as water. Untamed and unheld. Inexorably flowing toward a greater goal. Shensu. Heart Pierce Bow. Artifact. Equipment. Equip 1. Whenever equipped creature attacks, Heart Pierce Bow deals 1 damage to target creature defending player controls. Designed by an ancient artificer, the finest Mardu bows are carved from dragon bone and strung with the wind itself. And it's any target creature, so you can actually use this on another one. Timur Ascendancy. Creatures you control have haste. It's an enchantment. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. And a goblin token. And then, lastly, another lady. Trumpet Blast. Einok Bondkin, Hound Soldier, Outlast. 1 and 1 white for 2/1. If you use Outlast, you put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Each creature you control with +1/+1 counter has first strike. Hold the line for family and the fallen. Whirlwind Adept. It's a Djinn monk. Hexproof. This creature can't be target of spells or abilities your opponents control. Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Mardu Warshrieker, we've seen him before. Kruma Bondkin. Orc Warrior. You can morph him 3 and 2 black. The Abzan replaced my savagery with a noble heritage. I would give my life for my house. Feed the clan, we've seen it before. Abzan Guide, creature, human warrior. 3 and 1 black, 1 white, 1 green. Lifelink. Morph for 3. You can cast it for 3 as a 2/2 face down, and then the morph cost is 2. 1 white, 1 black, 1 green. The roads are desolate and changeable. Follow me or die in the wastes for 4/4. Tusked Colossodon. A band of Temur hunters fleeing the Mardu dug a hideout beneath such a creature as it slept. The horde found them and attacked. For 3 days the Temur held them at bay, and all the while the great beast slumbered. 4/2/2, and it's a 6/5. Tranquil Cove. It enters the battlefield tapped. Defender. Opulent Palace. It's a land as well. Dragon Eye Savants. Creature, human, wizard, morph. Reveal a blue card in your hand. When Dragon's Eye Savant is turned face up, look at target opponent's hand. Hooded Hydra, and this is a mythic rare. For X +2 green, Hooded Hydra enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it, so you make a decision how many. When Hooded Hydra dies, put a 1/1 green snake creature token onto the battlefield for each +1/+1 counter on it. Morph 3 +2 green. Okay, you can also just Wooded Foothills, beautiful land in foil. Pay 1 life, sacrifice Wooded Foothills. Search your library for a mountain or forest card and put it onto the battlefield. Where dragons breath once burned, their bones now freeze. And we have a snake token. And that was unboxing the Khans of Tarkir Fat Pack. I hope you enjoyed it. I really did. I like the cards. I like the idea that you have these kind of like, I think they call them wedges, where you have 3 colors working together. And this is borne out by these banners that you get, which then basically add multiple or different color mana to your hand. To your mana reserve, and of course you find this here as well with plenty of. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 multicolored lands out of 9 boosters. That's really super. So talk to you soon. Bye.